Hi guys, so let us take a look at how to find the biggest and smallest element of an array. We have already done how to find the biggest among three numbers and the biggest among two numbers. I will be linking the program for those both in the description box below. Now, finding the biggest and smallest element of an array. Here I am again assuming n is already taken and the n elements of the array is already taken. Let us take two elements, max and min. At the end of your program, this is supposed to be having the value of the biggest element of the array, and this is supposed to be having the smallest element of an array. Now, there are many ways to tackle this problem. I shall give you an idea of one such similar method. What I would like to do is assign the initial element or a of 0 as max initially. Initialize max to a of 0. After that, traverse the array for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. As you traverse the array, find if there are any array elements which are greater than max. If they are greater than max, then the new max will be this particular element of the array that was greater than itself before. Once the loop gets over, you will be able to say that max holds the value of the largest element in the array. After that, assign your minimum element to the maximum element that you found. Initialize minimum to the maximum. What you found in this calculation, assign that as the minimum element of the array. Now do the same thing. Traverse the array for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. If you find any element that is lesser than minimum, it's the same statement I've written over here, condition. I've just modified it and written this way. If this is true, the new minimum is that particular element of the array. Once you're finished with this, you will have the values of max and min. You can directly go ahead and print the value of max and print the value of minimum. There are some logic where both max and minimum are assigned as the initial values of the array and then proceeded, and some do combine the both conditions, maximum and minimum, inside the array itself, inside the similar single loop itself. It all depends on logic. If your program works for all exhaustive test cases where the elements are given in the ascending order, descending order, jumbled order, if one or more elements are similar, or if the maximum element repeats once or more than once, or if the minimum element repeats more than once inside the array. If exhaust all your test cases, if it works, you have the right answer. We will go ahead and execute this. So let's assume I have an array of 3 elements. It's going to be 3, 2 and 5. So the index positions are 0, 1 and 2. Now let's execute. Max is equal to a of 0. So max is initialized to 3 initially. Now for I is equal to 0, I less than 3, yes, true, if a of I is greater than max. So a of I, 3 is greater than 3 is false. So it goes on to the next number, I is equal to 1. Now I less than n is true, therefore it checks a of I is greater than max. 2 is greater than 3, false. Therefore it goes to the next element 2. 2 is less than 3 becomes true if a of I is greater than max. 5 is greater than 3 is true, therefore the new value of max becomes 5. Now I am going to assign min is equal to max, therefore min gets the value of 5. For I is equal to 0, again I starts from 0, 0 less than 3, true, if a of I is less than min. 3 is less than 5 is true, so min gets overwritten as 3. I plus plus, 1 is less than 3 is true, if a of I is less than min. A of I is 2, less than 3 is true. Therefore, min is overwritten to 2. Now the I variable increments to 2. 2 is less than 3. Yes. Therefore, a of I is less than min. 5 is less than min is false. Therefore, when the program ends, max has the biggest value and min has the smallest value. Now let's see this in the code format.
I've already declared I and n. I have asked the user for the value of n, and I've declared an array of size n, and I've asked the user for the array elements. Now I'll go ahead and declare max and min for finding the maximum and minimum. So let's start with first assigning max is equal to a of 0. And I'll go ahead and iterate through my array for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and check if a of I is greater than max. Then what do? Assign that value of a of I to max. So once this loop has finished, I have found the value of max. Now assign min to the value of max found. You can try min is equal to a of 0 also and combine both the conditions in the same loop. It's well and fine if it works for you. I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and I'm writing if the value of a of I found inside the array is less than the value of min, I'm going to assign that value of a of I to min. Min is equal to a of I. So I found both. I can go ahead and print the values. So printf /n maximum %d /n minimum %d. The first one is max, the second one is min. So we'll run the program, enter n, let's say 5, and we can exhaust all test cases. Let's start in ascending order. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, max is 4, minimum is 0. We'll run the loop once again for descending order. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and max is 5, minimum is 1. Run it for 5 jumbled elements, 5, 7, 2, 7, 0, max is 7, minimum is 0. So this is also jumbled it as well as tested when the max number appears twice inside your entry of array variables. So let's try where the minimum also appears, like 2, 5, 9, 8, 2. The value of max is 9, minimum is 2. Please check all test cases, and if you exhaust all test cases with the right values, then yes, your code is working. Thank you.